Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Kate.
Uncle Joe, aren't you dressed yet?
What do I have to wear a collar and tie for?
Out of respect to Professor Lieberschmidt.
I respected Cora Nielsen when Bobbie Jo auditioned her, and I didn't wear no collar and tie.
There is no comparison between Cora Nielsen and Professor Lieberschmidt. She is just a plain singing teacher, and the professor is a music authority.
Mom!
I gotta go help Bobbie Jo. Now, you get dressed.
Sacrifices I go through for them girls.
Mom, maybe I better put on another dress.
This'll be just fine. All it needs is a little fixing here at the zipper.
How's this? Oh, it's the wrong color. Gosh, what is this, an audition or a fashion show? Mom, why does everybody have to argue with me?
See if Billie Jo has another one, huh?
Mom, I want to put on my black dress.
Honey, if you don't stop moving, I'm gonna stick you.
Ow!
Whoa, sounds like Mom struck a nerve.
Have you got a scarf?
Well, what's wrong with that one?
She doesn't like it.
Well, she should. It's hers. Go look in my room. Here are the shoes.
I need blue shoes.
Well, they were blue before I dyed them.
I need blue shoes!
Find a pair, find a pair.
I couldn't find a scarf in your room.
Oh, you better tell Madam Butterfly.
Ba-ba-bee-ba-boo. Ba-ba-bee-ba-boo. Oh, that's much better, thank you. Why'd you like it? Mom, what time is it?
Time is it? Oh, it's almost 8.
I'm so nervous.
Now, honey, calm down. I tell you what, take 3 deep breaths. Put on the black dress. You comfortable, Professor Lieberschmidt?
Fine,
Good. Would you like a glass of water? Uncle Joe, get the professor a glass of
No,
water.
thank you.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your taking the time to listen to Bobbie Jo.
It's no trouble at all.
Well, I just had to have someone who knows tell me whether she's got it or she hasn't got
He's
it.
got it all right.
Well, now, Uncle Joe, the professor is the expert. Let him decide.
Well, I ain't exactly an amateur when it comes to music. I've been maestro in the volunteer fire department band for over a year.
Uncle Joe, there is no connection between the fire department band and music.
I'd be happy to give you the benefit of my meager experience, Mrs. Bradley.
Meager experience? Oh, you're being modest. How long have you been selling piano rolls?
I'm ready, Mom.
Good. Now, Professor, do you have any favorites?
Oh, yes, 275, one of my bestsellers.
Oh, good. Put on 275. Billie Jo? Now, Bobbie Jo, you stand over there, huh?
Please. I'm sorry.
Now, Professor, we want you to tell us the truth about whether you like her or not.
Why shouldn't he like her? He's getting his room for nothing, ain't he?
There.
Okay, I'll pump.
I'll pump. I took more music lessons than you did. You turn the pages.
But we don't need sheet music.
Do you want Professor Lieberschmidt to think we're amateurs?
What's the matter?
Something's stuck.
Oh. The whole family's musical.
Here's your bone, Beethoven.
Now.
Now.
Mom, would you get him out of here?
No eating during the performance. Go ahead, Bobbie Jo.
Should I re-roll? No, just keep going.
Believe me if all those endearing young charms which I gaze on so fondly today were to change by tomorrow and fade in my arms like fairy gifts fading away, thou wouldst still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around the dear ruin each wish of my heart would entwine itself verdantly still.
Well, Professor, what do you think?
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Mrs. Bradley. Bobbie Jo has a tremendous talent.
Oh.
However, she is going to need some professional training, a good coach.
Well, there's Cora Nielsen over in Pixley. She's the head vocal coach for the Elks Fife and Drum Corps.
I was thinking more of a New York voice coach.
Well, I don't think we got any New York voice coaches in Pixley.
No, I mean in New York.
New York.
The Empire State Building.
The Statue of Liberty.
Hey, this means Broadway. Oh, and a million flashing lights, off and on, off and on.
Your limousine, Miss Bradley. Oh, no, not the green one. I'm in a pinkish mood this evening. Miss Bradley's pinkish limousine.
Poof! Miss Bradley's pinkish limousine. Miss Bradley, may I have your autograph?
Say cheese. Oh, no pictures, please. My dears, I just haven't the time.
Miss Bradley?
Oh, yes, my dear. Would you like my autograph, too?
No. I was wondering if you'd mind making a personal appearance.
Certainly, darling. Where?
In the kitchen. In front of a sink full of dirty dishes.
Oh, Mom!
Go ahead. And take your fan club with you.
I guess I shouldn't have mentioned New York.
Oh, when they were younger, you could have gotten the same performance by mentioning Pixley.
You're gonna let her go, ain't you?
Well, first, I gotta figure out a few little things, like how much the trip's gonna cost. How about room and board?
Well, she ought to be able to get a nice room for $1 a night at the YMCA.
Price is right, but the roommates are wrong.
Oh, I mean the YWCA. They're exactly the same thing, except I hear they got shower curtains at the YW. Well, let's see, that'll be $7 a week. How long do you figure it'll take the coach to vocalize her?
Professor Lieberschmidt said 2 or 3 months.
Well, that'd be about $85 in round figures for a room. I suppose you want her to eat.
I think it's a good idea.
You better figure about 75 cents for supper, plus a nickel tip. They expect that in New York.
Well, let's see now. That's $5 a week, so the suppers come to $60. And then she'll need another $5 a week for breakfast and lunch.
Yeah. What else?
Laundry.
Well, she can take her laundry into the shower with her.
I suppose, as long as they have curtains.
Well, let's see. We got down about everything here except vocal lessons. I think we ought to allow $1 each for them.
No, you better figure $1.25 because we want the very best. Now, how much does that come to?
Well, let's see. Odd, and odd is odd, and odd is odd. 5 and odd is 5. Comes to about $290.50.
200 and... I don't have that kind of money.
Well, Kate, if Bobbie Jo was my daughter, I'd sell the store to raise the money.
I'd sell the hotel, but I don't think I'd get that much for it.
Kate, well, there ought to be some way to raise it.
There's one thing I've been hanging on to, and I kind of hate to part with it.
Your engagement ring?
Yes.
Kate, you can't sell your ring.
It's the only way that Bobbie Jo's going to get to New York.
But, Kate...
Excuse me. Isn't it, Mr. Gurney?
Oh, yes, beautiful.
I've been saving it for an emergency when I needed a lot of cash.
A lot of cash?
Oh, yes, I'm going to need at least $300 to send Bobbie Jo to New York.
$300?
And I know how you like collateral when you lend money, and Bill always said that diamonds are the best collateral.
Oh, yes, diamonds are.
Well, if you're worried about it being real, why don't you scratch it on some glass?
Oh, no, I'm sure it's real. $300,
I don't want to borrow the full value on it.
Well, I don't know too much about diamonds. What do you think it's worth?
Well, Bill always hinted that he paid Uncle Joe around $1,000 for it.
Uncle Joe? Well, it is a diamond.
Uncle Joe got Bill a special price through this friend of his who was a diamond cutter in Amsterdam.
They certainly know how to cut diamonds in Holland.
This was Amsterdam, New York.
Well, Mrs. Bradley, the bank doesn't like to lend money on jewelry. I'm afraid we couldn't give you what it's worth.
Oh, I'll settle for the $300.
But,
Mr. Gurney, I am a very good customer of this bank. Why, I don't think there's anybody in this whole valley that owes you more money than I do.
I know.
I think my goodwill's worth something.
$275 for goodwill, $25 for the diamond.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, I was just thinking aloud that your goodwill is worth more than the diamond.
What?
I mean to us.
Then I can count on the loan?
Well, I'll have to speak to my board of directors, but I'm sure I can force them to... convince them.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gurney. No, you keep it.
Hi, Kate. What did Gurney say about that genuine diamond ring Bill made me get for him?
He said he'd lend me $300 on it.
He did?
And the way he acted, I probably could have borrowed much more.
I always told Bill he made a real good buy. You know, people don't generally know the value of them genuine Amsterdam, New York diamonds.
Well, at the time, I wasn't sure whether... But I apologize for what I was thinking.
Mom, you mean I'm really going to New York?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mom!
Now, remember, You're going there to study.
Oh, I will.
You're going to have to practice and work hard.
I promise I will, Mom.
And you're going to have to do...
Oh, I promise.
Wait a minute till you find out what you're promising. Now, I borrowed $300 from the bank. That means you're going to be on a very strict budget.
I don't care. I'll live on bread and water. I'll starve.
Probably wind up doing that. But if you want a career, you got to make sacrifices.
Oh, I know, Mom. I promise I will. Mom!
I'm in Bobbie Jo's room.
Oh, wait till I tell Billie Jo.
Mom, have I got news?
Have I got news? Mom's sending me to New York.
Oh, how wonderful.
What's your news?
I'm going to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but a month ago, the secretarial school sent in a picture of me to Mammoth Studios. And they offered me a job.
Acting?
Typing. With a chance for a screen test. Well, they had a contest for beautiful secretaries, and the ones that they selected would get a chance to try out for their new picture called The Perfect Secretary.
I know you'll get a part. And just think, you'll be a star in Hollywood, and I'll be a star in New York.
And I'll be a nervous wreck in Hooterville.
Oh, Mom, I can go, can't I? They're going to pay all my expenses.
Oh!
Except my fare.
That won't be so much.
Well, whatever it is, it's a small price to pay to launch one on the road to stardom.
Well, it would be if I hadn't borrowed $300 to send Bobbie Jo to New York.
Well, Mom, now that isn't fair. If she can go to New York, I can go to Hollywood.
Well, I asked first.
Well, what's the difference?
Mom said I could go.
But she can change her mind.
No, she can't.
Why not?
Because she can.
She might.
She won't.
Hold it. The argument's over. Dog's head's gonna come loose.
Oh, Mom, you made
Mom,
all
it's
those
not fair. If she can go to New York, at least
Time. Now, look. Maybe, and I just said maybe, I can work it out for both of you to go.
75, 280, 290, 300. And I wish Bobbie Jo the best of luck.
Oh, thank you. And I know you wish Billie Jo the same, too.
Billie Jo?
She's going to Hollywood.
Hollywood?
I'm going to need $200 more.
What?
She's going to get a screen test.
Mrs. Bradley, you don't know what trouble I had convincing the board of directors about that ring. I can't possibly go back to them for any more.
Well, do you think that's fair? Letting Bobbie Jo go and not Billie Jo?
Me?
Would you like me to send him in and you tell him?
Oh, no. Would another 100 help?
I think the girls could squeeze by on 200 apiece.
Fine. 5, 10.
Well, I did the best I could, but the most I could borrow was another 100, which makes 200 apiece, and I don't think it's going to be enough.
All we gotta do is get there.
If you just wait another year.
Another year, Mom. I'm going to be an old lady.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that.
I do. You know how old age creeps up on you.
You talking to Bobbie Jo or me?
Mom, we gotta go.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on? Well, she's going to New York and I'm going to Hollywood. That's great. And I'm going to New Hampshire.
That's wonderful. You're going where?
Oh, Cromwell Hall. It's a school in New Hampshire.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know how everybody always laughs at me because I play shortstop with the Hooterville Hawks?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it paid off. My gym teacher got me a scholarship in phys ed. I get free tuition, room, board, books, everything except clothes and transportation. Well, I can go, can't I, Mom?
No, you can't. I've got barely enough to send Bobbie Jo and Billie Jo.
Well, if they can go, I can go. Well, we can't all go. Why not?
Hold it. You know, you girls should be ashamed of yourselves. It used to be that you were one for all and all for one, and now you're all for yourselves.
We're sorry, Mom. It's just that it's so important to all of us.
Well, I realize that. But I also realize that it's pretty foolish to try and divide $400 between the three of you, or even two of you. What the sensible thing to do would be one of you should go.
Which one?
That's going to take a little thinking. Billie Jo, Bobbie Jo, Betty Jo. Which one? Tough problem. Billie wants to be an actress. Bobbie wants to be a singer. And Betty wants to be a shortstop? Oh, that wasn't hard to figure out. Got an actress and a singer. Because logically speaking, a girl has about as much chance of becoming a Hollywood star as winning the sweepstakes. Bobbie Jo gets it. An education is much more important than singing. Betty Jo's the choice. On the other hand, Billie Jo's a real beauty. And there's no doubt if she got a screen test, she might become a big star. Well, guess it's Billie Jo. Again, that's not fair. Bobbie Jo's got a lot of talent. And Betty Jo might not get a wonderful offer like that from Cromwell Hall again. You pick one. It's no easier for me. Billie Jo gets it. I think I ought to make it 2 out of 3.
Mom, have you made a decision yet?
Not exactly.
We have. We decided Billie ought to go. She's the oldest. This may be her last chance.
Thanks.
You see, we figured if Billie goes to Hollywood and gets the screen test, she's got to be a big star. So when she starts making money, she can send it to Bobbie Jo. Then Bobbie Jo can go to New York and take singing lessons. And when she gets a job singing, she can send me the money to go to school in New Hampshire. It's the fairest way we could figure it out.
It's not the fairest way, because you all deserve to go. But if you decided it's going to be Billie Jo... Oh, that does it. Huh. Want to lick the bowl?
She was talking to me.
Uncle Joe. Well, you can have it when he's through. What time's everybody getting here for a Billie Jo surprise party?
About 7.
Uh-huh.
Good evening, Mother.
Billie Jo, you're not supposed to come in here.
Come in where?
You feel all right?
Oh, I feel the best I've ever felt my whole life.
Billie Jo. Billie Jo?
Mom, I finally met him.
Who is him?
Neil Greeley.
Oh, Neil Greeley.
Isn't that a dreamy name? He's tall and handsome and's got wavy hair and blue eyes. No, Mom, I'm in love.
Oh.
Oh, I know I've said that to you before, but this is the real thing.
You said that before.
No, Mom, this is the real thing.
Oh, well, it's a shame you met him just when you're going to Hollywood.
Hollywood? Who wants to go to Hollywood?
I thought you did.
Oh, that was yesterday. Before I met Neely. Mom, let Bobbie Jo go to New York.
If you're sure that's what you want. You're not going to change your mind again in 2 weeks.
Mom, you don't understand. This is the real thing. This is forever.
3 weeks?
Never.
Okay. Uncle Joe. Scratch Billie Jo.
What?
She's changed her mind. She's not going to Hollywood. She's in love, and this time it's the real thing.
Who's a 3-weeker this time?
Neil Greeley.
Well, what about the party and the cake?
We'll take Billie's name off and put Bobbie's on.
Mom, where are you?
In the kitchen, but don't come in.
Well, how's the surprise party coming?
Well, it's going to be more of a surprise than I thought. You see, Billie Jo changed her mind. She met something called Neil Greeley.
Oh, well, I guess the party's going to be for Betty Jo then, huh?
No, it's going to be for you. You're going to New York.
Well, no, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I've been talking to Mrs. Nielsen, and she said that a good New York voice coach costs about $15 a lesson. Well, I'd last about 2 lessons in 2 weeks.
Yes, but Bobbie Jo, I borrowed the money
No,
so that...
Mom. Let Betty Jo go to Cromwell Hall.
That's your decision.
It is. Mom, what time is the party? What's that?
You're going to New Hampshire.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What's the matter with you? I thought you wanted to go to Cromwell Hall.
I did, till I found out. It's a girls' school. I can't play baseball with girls.
What are you going to do now?
You going anywhere?
No.
Neither am I. Well, for the time being, let's just make it To whom it may concern.
Petticoat Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.